Hello, so welcome to another week of Connor's Whiskey Reviews. Okay, so today I've noticed the last few times I was tasting blends, so I'm going to switch to a single malt. Now I've got a nice bottle of Tyrconnell single malt. It's the Madeira Cask Finish, 10-year-old Madeira Cask Finish, and one I've been meaning to try for quite some while. Picked up a bottle. And yeah, let's have a little taste to see what this is like. We're talking about a 46% single malt. Yeah, there's nothing else really to read there. That's pretty much everything about it, really. So, let's have a shot at this. Oh, let's be honest, I'm going to have a full glass of this, so we might as well just fill it up. Okay, right. Now, as you probably usually, I always have my gems in glasses, so if anybody from the different distilleries that I'm tasting would like to send me some of their glasses, I'm happy to receive them. But yes, let's have a little smell to see what can we get from it, Oh, a little free taste as well. This is interesting. This is slightly floral. It's like almost again. You can always tell it's an Irish whiskey. It's always got that little buttery background, which I'm probably going to just stop using the word butter because it's in every single Irish whiskey review I'm starting to do these days. But this is slightly more floral and it's got like a sweet hint. Not spice, but something. There's some sort of a sweet honey floral kind of a smell off it. That's what I'm getting anyway. And it's not quite honey, it's something else, but it's quite nice. It's not too crazy. It's simple actually. I'm surprised at how simple the smell of this is. But it's more of a floral whiskey, but like a buttery floral sort of a sweet smell of it. But more importantly, let's taste it. Apart from that being fabulous, oh wow, there's something in the end of that there. Oh, oak. Oh, it's lovely oak at the end of that, like a honey oak or something. Oh, that's lovely. Very, very nice finish in that. That's excellent finish. Initially, it's a sweet. You get a sweet hit, almost like a chocolate honey type of a. It's more chocolate. It's interesting. I've never got this from Irish whiskey before. It's almost like a chocolate nut. It's there's great depth in that. It's almost, I tell you what happens here. It's very interesting. Oh, this is a great whiskey. It's almost like you start off with a chocolate nut, almost sort of that as a little bit of sweetness. It's still got that sort of a nice little spice, a little spicy edge in the middle there, but it starts off with a chocolate nut hit, okay, and then it gets just that little bit of nice spiciness in the middle, sort of almost dries off into an oaky honey sort of a finish. It's incredibly interesting. That's a superb whiskey. I'm just going to have another taste of that now before I put a little bit of ice in it to see what happens. And it's floral. It's got a floral hit as well with all of that background. And then it dries up. Oh, super. Absolutely super whiskey. Okay, I'm going to add a little bit of ice to this. Let's see if anything happens here. When we sometimes the ice can tame down some of the spiciness in it. Or in some instances I found it tames down the sweetness, which is odd, but I guess it really depends on the whiskey. So let's add a little bit of ice and see, two different things. Has it changed the smell of it? Has it changed the taste of it? What's my preference? Do I prefer with ice or without ice? Let's see. Now, one thing I find is perhaps now that I've tasted and I smelt it, I'm guessing that it's quite likely I'm getting used of it and it sort of tones down a bit. So I'm probably going to go right in there and get a good smell of this. Yeah, it does. It tames down the smell. It's the smell at the beginning was never overly complex anyway. It just was kind of flour, maybe a little bit of background of sweetness and butter. That's what it was at the beginning. It's kind of just tamed down a bit. It's still got that little floral edge to it, but you don't get much else of it. The most interesting thing about this was the taste of it. So now I've let the ice settle in a bit. Let's see what has happened. That's done nothing but improve. That's unbelievable. That's fantastic. You still get that, and you still get that dry oak finish. That's very interesting. So it's tamed it down that the whiskey is more manageable, but you still get a really, really deep flavour. It's very interesting. So you start off and you get that, it's almost taken the chocolate edge off. It's more of a nutty kind of a taste to it now. A spicy nut that's kind of tamed down a little bit. And as the flavour lingers on, it's almost like it dries out. It's a dry, oaky, a sweet oak. It's like almost vanilla or honey there or something. It's really, really interesting. That is probably one of my new favourite whiskies. That is super. Tyrconnell, single malt, 10-year-old Madeira Cask Finish. Crack whiskey. I love it.